George, this has been a tough building for the Ticats to play, and maybe not so much
my
for you.
My first trip here,
exactly,
so as a Ticat, so I'm not worried about that.
You bring some experience with the Stampeders who've had success here.
I've been here a few times, yeah.
What do you try to do to try and turn that around for this team?
Well, the thing that we try to do every week is, prepare professionally for the game and not worry about the peripheral stuff, just worry about things that happen between the lines.
And what are those things that you're trying to worry about between the lines?
Stopping them and scoring points.
What's been the problem with the consistency of this team so far this season?
If we all knew the answer to that, we'd have way bigger jobs in coaching football.
Coach, was last week's win maybe a springboard for you guys to put a few wins in a row together?
When you win, it gives you confidence, and hopefully we'll build on that. We're in a mode where we know that if we win each week, we control our destiny, and that's what we're looking to do.
What do you make of the, they're now hunting you down, you're next on their list in regards to trying to get a playoff spot as they look at the crossover? Do you mention that to your players? I know that they
just what I just said. As long as we win, we control our destiny.
How big was, or was it big at all, when you played the Eskimos back in Hamilton 3 weeks ago, that blocked field goal return for a touchdown? It seemed like it was a big momentum swing for your club.
It obviously was a huge play in the game. Last play of the half goes from being 9-8 to 16-8, and gave us enormous momentum going in at halftime. And it was a huge play. It's probably the biggest play of the game.
So one of those moments where you said, "Okay, finally something good went our way."
No, the players adjusted to something they've been coached all week about might happen in the game, and it turned out to be a block for us. And you don't always, when you block one, you don't always pick it up and run it back for a touchdown. And luckily enough, the receiver picked it up, so that helped out.
What's your first season in Hamilton been like?
It's been good, other than not as winning as many games as we'd like to. I've enjoyed working with the players, I've enjoyed the city, and I've enjoyed being the head coach.
What's been the toughest part, trying to kind of get your stamp on this team, or what are some of the challenges you face as a head coach now?
Well, the challenges are not any different than what anybody faces. One of them is that there's a lot of, I hate to say paperwork things, but you're always dealing with the roster and how is there, who's the best person. Sometimes you have to decide who the best person to be on in any given week is, even though maybe they both played the week before. If you get an injury, are you going to take care of that injury by changing the ratio, or are you going to put in a guy where it doesn't change the ratio? And all those kind of things are things that, while you're as an assistant you're involved in them, you don't get to have the final say.
What do you remember most about your 51-8 win over Edmonton?
That probably the blocked field goal. That's the one thing that sticks out. And I think we scored, well, the one thing I remember the most, we scored 8 touchdowns in the first half, but on offense. But, we just played pretty well overall, and, we're able to, sometimes when the ball gets rolling your way, it's easy to keep it rolling.
Before that game, there was a lot of criticism about Henry Burris, and you proclaimed at the press conference, "Henry Burris is my quarterback." What have you seen from him lately, and what have you seen from the people around him? Because it's not just him, of course.
Well, we have very skilled players on offense. There's not any doubt about that. And I know that probably the receivers are frustrated sometimes, because sometimes you're not going to catch as many balls as you want to, but that's a good thing. We want guys that want to catch the ball. We like guys that want the ball on every play. And Henry has had a good year. He's had a couple of games that haven't been great, but we play a lot of games, and the odds are you're not going to have every game that's great. But he has played very well for us.
Coach, you're 1-5 on the road. What have you not done on the road that you want to see done tomorrow?
Scored more points than that'd be the number one thing.
Yeah. But has there been a missing ingredient besides scoring more points?
I don't know that there has been. We just, the one game we did win on the road, we came from way behind to win. And, we lost on the last play of the game in Montreal, and, had a chance at BC, but when we caught up, couldn't get the ball back at the end of the game. So, it's been a combination of things.
Thanks, George.
Thanks, George.
Okay.
Appreciate it.